I thought it'd be useful to do a video about Sportsbook PPC agency, an explanation, and why most new Sportsbooks PPC campaigns tend to lose money. Um, Firstly, if you've ever launched a Sportsbook PPC campaign and watched your money disappear with very little return quite quickly, you're not alone. In fact, most new Sportsbooks PPC campaigns lose money, and that's not because PPC doesn't work, but because it's usually done badly or by agencies that don't know how sportsbook acquisition actually works. Plus, also, you have to build up quite a bit of data and credibility with Google or any PPC campaign on the specific ads and keywords and such like. For instance, if you launch a sportsbook PPC campaign on Google without a quality negative keyword list, you might find 80-90% of your money getting flushed away on low value irrelevant keywords. So me, for instance, I've been building a negative keyword list for 20 years or so now. I plug that in from day one. That often saves tens or hundreds of thousands of pounds in the long run. So the first thing to understand is that PPC isn't the problem. It works. I mean, look at companies like Google and Meta. They built themselves off the back of PPC. So it does work. You can't doubt PPC and platforms like Facebook and Google as a concept. But you can, of course, doubt whoever is managing that or whatever agency is managing that. And from what I've seen, a lot of agencies tend to treat sportsbook pay-per-click like it's e-commerce or lead gen or generic finance ads. But with sportsbook, it's a completely different animal. You're dealing with compliance, gambling ad policies, geo-restrictions, player intent cycles, odds-driven behaviour. Most people are looking on Google for odds and information, not for a new bookie. And you've also got to consider it's highly competitive. So if your sales funnel and landing pages aren't smart, if you go and try bidding $50, $100 a click up against the big competitors that have got a seasoned, well-funneled journey, again, you can burn through tens or hundreds of thousands quite quickly. I guess one of the most common mistakes is to start too broad. I've seen a lot of agencies and I've taken over setups where they're going for generic betting keywords and big match terms and high volume event traffic. That traffic is very expensive, it's unfocused, and it often converts terribly, particularly if your landing page doesn't match. You know, it's all very well going out and putting out ads and creatives about the next big event in sport, but if you haven't got a landing page and bonus offer that matches that, you're going to be wasting a lot of money. So, I mean, you've really got to start narrow and laser focused. Stick with those high intent search terms, look for specific markets or bet types or sports. And it's really about identifying the user intent and how that is tied to deposit behavior. Because if you don't control intent early on, then your CPA can very easily spiral out of control and cost you a lot of money. Another big mistake I see is ignoring the funnel. So optimizing for clicks, reading the Google stats about quality score and click-through rates, they're vanity metrics for them. Those metrics make them money, not you. You need to be focusing on post-click conversions, click to registration, registration to FTD rates, and equally importantly, the value of those players.